Welcome to Venice, Louisiana.
It's definitely time to go fishing. I think any fisherman today has heard about the redfishing down at Venice. Just a worldwide reputation for first-class fishing.
We're going to run downriver. We're going to basically run all the way out to the end of the peninsula, get on an outside bar. Bait's been running up and down that bar, and those bull reds have been on that. Throw a quarter-ounce jig head with a gulp shrimp or a gulp rippled mullet, either one. We'll probably mix it up a little bit, figure out kind of what they're wanting to eat. Put that bait on the bottom and bounce it off that bottom and wait for that thump.
Here's what.
Good?
Yeah.
You're just making stuff
They're
up.
all good.
Oh, this is a good place.
They sure, every one of these fish have been off these points. You know, we caught them on that point, the point behind it, and you stop back on this point.
So so you can pattern them just like most any fish. I mean,
Exactly. I mean, they're not always on the points, but you know, when just like today, it's proven that these fish are holding on the points. So
they are holding on the points today, Billy. I will give you that. Oh yeah! Wow.
That is a good fish.
That's a dandy.
Another fatty.
That's a fatty. Man, every time we come up to a point like this, it's got this cane on it, and it's not deep at all. It's only 2 foot deep, maybe shallow, or even where we're throwing. But these fish are definitely in there, and there's one just like that. This is the fun part. How you doing, Chris?
Good. This fish staying down. He's got a little size to him, but he's. You know, it's funny. I know you've caught a lot of smallmouth too, George, and these fish are like that, but on steroids, just so strong. But they just put their head down and really pound on you.
I bet we can catch some more.
I bet we can too in that same spot.
I bet we can catch some more in that same spot. I had been to Venice before at the Venice Fishing Lodge, and I was really excited to get the opportunity to come back. We had caught lots and lots of redfish, and the only thing I really took away from it is that I was gonna be back here someday.
Oh boy, Jorge, man, you guys are just keeping me busy, man. Every time I make a cast, y'all stick a fish. Pretty fish.
Look at that. I could become a redfish fisherman. Matter of fact, today I am a redfish. Woo! I got one. There we go.
Boy.
Oh, holy cow.
Look at the size of that thing.
It's a big old drum.
Woo! Look at that.
The last time I was here, I got spooled out at one of the rock bars, came back kind of on a mission to not let that happen again. I've seen pictures of guys with, 35, 40 pound redfish, and I came back to try and go away with one of those pictures.
Didn't take long for that to happen.
It was very much like fishing any fish. You needed cover, you needed bait, and then that's where the redfish were.
It's a nice fish. It's not the one, just the one. That's what I kept referring to the whole day. It's not the one. Let's get him back in the water and get some more.
The popping cork. The cork makes noise, it attracts the fish, and then the bait's underneath it, just darting around behind it. Fish on.
It's hard for people to understand the amount of bull reds that we have down here. That's what makes this estuary so great. The sheer numbers of these big females that we have running around in our marsh and on the outside edges.
That was awesome. There he is.
George is on him.
Threw it in his mouth.
Wow. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Venice, there's nothing wrong with this place. There he goes.
Chris had some unfinished business where he'd been down here the last time and got spooled. So definitely had a mission, was to catch that big fish, and we referred to it as the one. Doubled up. Is it the one?
It might be the one. It is really
Is
mad.
it the one?
Catfish
We are
or
doubled up.
redfish? Oh, that's a red.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Okay,
You good?
I'm good now.
Yeah, buddy.
Holy cow!
That's the one.
That's the one, man. Oh my gosh. I don't know what these two fish weigh, but it's incredible. Guys, you know what? I've had enough. Let's go in.
I'm with you.
Hey, look at the size of that fish. Let's go eat. Let's go.
Good job.
North American Fisherman is brought to you by Cabela's, world's foremost outfitter of hunting, fishing, and outdoor gear. By Triley, anglers trust Berkeley Triley. Yamaha Outboards, reliability starts here. And by Abu Garcia for life.
The thing that excites me the most about catching a redfish is just feeling that thump. I mean, they hit that thing like a freight train. They pull as hard as any fish, pound for pound, in the world. Smallmouth bass are great fighting fish, but they just don't carry the weight that these big bull reds do. And just that instant that fish hits that bait and you set that hook, I mean, it's on. We're gonna troll motor down the edge of these rocks, and we may actually get to sight fish a few of them if we can see them swimming up against the rocks, but we're gonna throw a Sabile spoon and see if we can't catch some of these redfish cruising up and down this river.
I got to fish with Hunter Cole from Berkeley, which was a real treat because I've used Berkeley lures as long as I've been fishing. Just when you think that, how can this get any better? Somebody catches a 40+ pound fish standing right next to you.
I've caught a 25-pound redfish and I thought that was big. This thing was huge. Now we are getting a little closer out towards the middle, and there is a giant ship coming this way, so the pressure is on me. There he is.
It is a big bull red.
It's a big red. Oh my goodness! After George netted him for me, when I saw the fish, I'd never caught anything so big.
This just never gets old, watching somebody catch the fish of a lifetime. And just the sheer excitement that he had in catching a fish like that, and the biggest redfish of his life, never gets old.
We don't have a scale big enough to weigh it. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. That Sabile spoon, right out of the box this morning, has caught a world-class, world-class redfish.
Got it. Absolutely beautiful.
These redfish do use the same type of structures, the same current breaks that largemouth bass do, that smallmouth bass do. I can see why this sport is becoming so popular. There we go. Hunter, you got one. There it is. Oh my goodness.
That is so awesome. Again.
Incredible. Incredible.
Yes, man ever. Thank you.
I'm trying. Now look at this. I want to show you this.
Did that just pop out?
It just came out.
So had I not any slack.
Right, that fish was hooked by just the smallest of a piece of skin right there. Look at that.
Fishing's been off the charts the last few days. We hit the weather right. It's been perfect, bluebird skies. I think redfish is probably such a fun fish to catch because they do fabulous topwater strikes. When the bite's right, you can catch them on topwater. You can catch them on gulp mullets or gulp shrimp, but then you can catch them on spoons. But the biggest thing is they just fight so hard. You gotta have your drag set right. You gotta retie after you catch some fish because you just don't want to lose that fish of a lifetime.
The tackle we used today worked fantastic. It consisted of a 7-foot medium action, fast action volatile rod, a Revo inshore spinning reel, 30-pound braid, and of course the Gulp shrimp. What are you doing?
I brought one schooling rig with me. So, and I imagine with the way these fish fight, it's not going to last long. But let's.
Oh my gosh! Look at this.
Yeah, in the background, no telling what that was. But at least if they got teeth, maybe they'll make it with the wire for a little bit.
All right, let's try it.
All right. You sure you want to get all those hooks in the net?
Well, I'm not quite sure how else to get them in the boat. So here we go.
Woo!
There you go, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Schoolie rig.
Yes, it did. We tried. That was fun.
That didn't take long either.
No, Can you imagine though, with
Catching two or three
at
of
one
these?
time? Yeah, one time.
I think you should keep trying.
Twist my arm.
I'll try.
There are a number of places in this country that are great spots for redfish. We've got Texas, Florida, and of course, Louisiana. I'm Laura Shera, and this is North American Fisherman Clubhouse. While the size of redfish in those spots vary during the year, if you hit it right, like George Little did in Venice, you better come prepared for a fight with a big fish. Rods like the Berkeley Volatile and reels like Abu Garcia's new Revo Inshore are sure to bring the red bulls right to the boat. Find out more about the newest cool products, check out the North American Fishing Club. If you fish, this is the place to be. Members of the NAFC can field test gear through our new Stuff program and get access to exclusive deals. Now there is a free and easy way to jump on board. Just log on to fishingclub.com/free magazine and sign up for your free subscription to the online edition of North American Fisherman magazine. North American Fisherman is offering you a chance to fish with our guys.
Wow, what a fish! Hey, I'm Eric Hottie with North American Fisherman. Do you want to come up here and fish with me?
No. Hold on 1 second there. I'm Captain Tyler Capella. If you actually want to catch some trophy fish, you got to come down to sunny Florida and fish with me. How about a huge smoker kingfish like this monster?
You can sign up at North American Fisherman's Facebook page, or you can go to fishingclub.com to sign up for a contest to fish with myself or Tyler Capella.
Plus, everything is included. Hotels, flights, and a chance to see this.
Hey, it's up to you. All you have to do is enter. Go to fishingclub.com or like us on Facebook for your chance to win.
Coming up, what's lurking beneath the surface that threatens to destroy the water you fish? Find out on Silent Invaders, up next. This is the Welland Canal, an integral corridor of the 2,000-mile-long Great Lakes St. Lawrence Seaway system. It was built to open the way for ocean-going ships to export grain and steel from the Great Lakes region.
It's a very important part of the economy for Canada and the United States and for the Great Lakes.
But while these massive ships are meant to export commodities, they have also been inadvertently importing uninvited foreign aquatic species into the Great Lakes.
These invasive species have caused the most profound changes in recorded history in the Great Lakes.
The most destructive ones include the round goby, the spiny water flea, and the most notorious of them all, zebra and quagga mussels.
The shipping industry itself is not, quote, the bad guy. The bad guy is the fact that they have to carry ballast water, at least for now.
The hulls of a ship traveling from Europe to the Great Lakes is filled with water as ballast to keep the ship balanced and the propeller underwater. When the ship reaches its port in North America to pick up cargo, the water is dumped into the lake, and with it are the tiny aquatic hitchhikers who came along for the ride.
What we're looking at is a continental epidemic of invasive species, and we need to make sure that the next invader is stopped.
Beginning in 1993, rules were imposed that require international ships to exchange their fresh ballast water with salt water while still at sea.
And that's a very effective biocide. It's very good at killing things that would otherwise live within the holds of the ships.
Beginning in 2006, even cargo-carrying ships that contain no ballast water are required to take on seawater, swish it around, and spit it out to kill any organisms that survived in the muck of an empty hull.
Now, is that going to be the end of the story? No, it's not. There's going to be ballast water treatment systems that are going to be put in those ships.
But that technology could still be years away.
We clean drinking water every day. Why can't we clean ballast water?
You know, with invaders, it's all about prevention. Because once they get in, it's game over.
Aquatic invasive species have already invaded hundreds of North American lakes. And just as they have spread from Europe to North America on huge ships, so do they also hitch a ride from lake to lake on small inland boats. After each outing, remember to clean, drain, and dry. It's up to recreational boaters and anglers to be a part of the solution, not part of the problem, in this daily battle with the silent invaders.
This is North American Fisherman's Field Test, powered by Stuff Stuff. Everything you see here has been tested and approved by members of the North American Fishing Club. If you want the latest in new gear, this is information you can trust. First up is the Snip. It offers anglers a great alternative to easily misplaced cutting tools. Its compact, effective, and corrosion-resistant blades cut through any line. Club member Robbie Wells says the tool is efficient and easy to use. He loves the very strong blades, which can cut through 50-pound test line with ease. He also says the retractable cord makes it for easy access. Next up is the Garmin Fishing MyCast, which combines the proven features of MyCast along with fishing tools to improve your catch and time on the water, all through your mobile phone. Club member Eric Linneber says the Fishing MyCast has put an array of features at his disposal. To learn more about these products or to have your gear field tested, join me at fishingclub.com. Field Test, powered by Stuff Stuff.
North American Fisherman is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Berkeley Gulf, alive, looks alive, feels alive, tastes alive. And by Hobie Fishing, powered by Mirage Drive. Next up, Knot Wars, and we head back to the Gulf for more action when North American Fisherman returns.
Here we are, championship week on Knot Wars. It all comes down to this. We're down to our final 2 knots, and only one of them will be crowned champion of the line-to-line knot competition. Now remember, this is Knot Wars Light because we're using a 6-pound fire line as our main line and a 6-pound 100% fluorocarbon and 8-pound Trilene XT as our leader material. So which knot is it gonna be? The J knot from last week, or its challenger this week, the modified Albright? So let's see how to tie each of these knots, starting with the J knot. Run the leader parallel to the main line for several inches and tie a simple overhand knot with the doubled line to form a loop. Next, run the tag end of the main line and one end of the leader around the bottom of the loop and up through the center. Repeat the process twice more as shown. Moisten and tighten carefully. So there it is, the J knot. Now let's find out how to tie its challenger, the modified Albright. Make a loop with the leader material. Then insert the braided main line through the loop and make 8 wraps up the doubled line. Then make 8 more wraps back down. The last step, and this is critical, run the tag end of the braid out of the loop from the same direction in which it entered. Use the tag end of the braid first when cinching. Then seat the knot firmly by pulling on both tag ends, leader and main line. And there's the modified Albright. Both knots are tied, both knots are ready. One knot is going to be crowned champion. Let's find out which one. Here we are at the Berkeley Knot Wars machine. It's championship time, baby. We are going to find out which knot is going to be crowned champion in the line-to-line knot competition. Will it be the J knot or the modified Albright? Only one can win, and that's what we're going to find out right now. Whoa, the J-knot breaks first. That means our champion is the modified Albright. Now, both of these are great knots, and they tested amazing across all the lines that we use. But there can only be one champion here at Knot Wars, and that champion is the modified Albright. Now, to learn how to tie either one of these knots, just head on over to our website, fishingclub.com. Or better yet, download the Knot Wars app on your smartphone. Knot Wars, because no good fish story ends with a broken knot.
In the last 7 years, Venice has been through a lot, starting with Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Isaac and Gustav, the oil spill that we had a couple of years ago, and now Hurricane Isaac. Mother Nature has a way of healing herself, definitely. And, the fact of the matter is that, storms come in, they do a lot of damage, most definitely. But the fact at the end of the day is everything that happens down here, it just makes things better a lot of times. As far as the oil spill goes, they did a great job of getting it cleaned up. There's no evidence of it anywhere down here. You wouldn't even know that it happened. It didn't affect our fishery as of yet. After the spill happened, that's the first thing on our minds. Is it going to kill our fish? Are we going to have a decline in the numbers of fish that we've had? 2 years later, the fishing's great. This is by far the best fishery that I've had for redfish. Everybody caught fish. Everybody had limits. It was a great day. That's just proof in the pudding right there that the oil spill has not had an effect on the fishery down here.
We have caught so many of these, I can't even count how many we've caught. Billy's taking us out here. We fished the river all day long and just caught them and
whacked them.
Caught them. I hate to say I've caught them until I'm tired of it, but we've caught a lot.
That says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, all right, we're gonna put him back.